Hala statuette. They died holding this. And all these Hala corpses. Didn't that spirit say something about Hala?
Hala wander off sometimes. People go looking. And with Arleth, Irulan was right. There's the Venatori.
Let's kick him out.
That's the last of them.
Good. Now, what were they doing out here?
Looks like they have a camp.
Let's take a look. This looks Dalish. I think there's a Dalish camp nearby.
It's not far from here. We better check on them.
A broken alluvian over there. No fixing that. A body here. Something attacked them. Whatever it was, it went that way. Those statues don't look right.
They aren't statues. Those were people.
What happened to them? It's like they were frozen mid-stride.
Arleth Forest. It's always been strange, but now it's worse.
We saw another one of these corpses earlier. It must be happening all over. And the spirit must have sensed it. He couldn't stop it from corrupting everything around it, including himself.
That probably explains all the creatures in the area.
And another body. Whatever did this was on a rampage. This Aravel has seen better days.
Part of a Dalish caravan. Hope everyone made it out okay.
It's completely burned. That must have been a big fire. And this scorched relic, is this what started the blaze?
I bet that spirit sensed what happened here.
Another statue. There's an elf out there somewhere who really likes owls. What? It can talk?
You'll all die.
Wait.
He's dead.
Good riddance. One less horror in the world. What's this? They came in for shelter and couldn't get out. The spirit probably felt their fear too. So many dead. So many things left behind. I wonder if we could somehow memorialize them. Let's head back to that spirit. Maybe. Ugh, what a horrible way to go.
It would make a good trap. A target wouldn't see it coming.
When I joined the Veil Jumpers, the plants were still friendly enough. I guess that's changing.
Everything.
I found those people. You don't have to feel this way anymore.
So much fear before the darkness. Make it quiet. Make it go away.
I don't understand.
It would be appeased with a simple gesture that makes it believe the dead are at rest. Spirits of comfort. Very empathetic, but not the brightest, according to Spite.
Another one of those owl statues. Any ideas what that does?
Ancient element. Beyond that, I'm at a loss.
Maybe it's connected to all the floating ruins. Veil jumpers have seen things like this pop out of thin air all across Arlethan. Here goes. You were fighters, scholars, explorers, friends, family, and lovers. We will remember you as you lived, and not as you died. Go in peace. Rest well.
A moment of pain does not undo a lifetime of hope. Thank you.
I wonder what this is about.
A network of aqueducts. This must have been quite a sight in its day.
Another owl. There it is. That's the Veil Jumper camp. Watch out. That relic just went off. What happened to that Veil Jumper? He was right here. Oh, this isn't good. We need to find him. What's this?
A monster nest. Don't know what kind.
Let's clear it out. This isn't natural.
We've got them all.
That's incredible.
That's one word for it.
One of those magical relics the Veil Jumpers were dealing with must be nearby. A spatial anomaly. We can't reach that Veil Jumper unless we find some way around it. One relic down, more to go. Hard to believe these things are causing so much trouble.
You saved me. I'm saved. I'm alive. I was working on the relic and then everything went dark and quiet. It felt like nothing and nowhere. I'll catch my breath and make my own way back to camp.
There are others missing. We'll continue searching for them. Looks like another relic nearby. Damn, we were too late. That's probably one of the missing Veil Jumpers. Let's get that barrier down. Must be a magical relic causing this.
Can anyone hear me?
We're gonna get you out!
kept calling and calling, and no one came. It felt like an eternity, and the shadows were so dark. So dark. But I'll be all right. I'll make my own way back to the camp.
Lucanus, about what happened at Weishaupt.
Was an embarrassment to the crows.
Not what I meant. We were both thrown off our game. I shouldn't even be alive.
Neither should Gillanane.
Point is, he bounced back. We're not the sort who lose sight of our quarry because things got a little rough. We get near her again. We'll strike true. I'm sure of it.
One of those magical relics is close.
Causing magic to go wild. You have to stop it!
Got it.
Oh, thank the creators. Did Elio send you? I have to talk to him once I return to camp. It's so odd. I've seen relics like that before. I know how they work, but this one, it was wrong.
I think that's everyone. Let's get back to Elio. I wonder what this is about.
Rook, I heard you destroyed that nest of monsters. It was a difficult...
I found most of your friends, but one didn't make it. I'm sorry.
We all know the risks, but it's still difficult when someone gets hurt. There's one last relic out there we never found. If you come across it, be careful. I think someone's meddling with the magic in Arlathan.
I'll try to be safe.
Keep an eye out for Veilguard. Very weak.
Let's see if we can figure this out.
I know the occasional Venatori will cross into Arlathan hunting for relics. Do you think that's what the gods are after? Something ancient?
Look at this. I bet it came in handy. You have to hand it to the ancient elves. They love their statues. Such craftsmanship. Handmade from stone.
People have been killed for less.
Okay.
Watch it! More Venatori! That was the last one. Shouldn't be any Venatori in Arlathan. Not in these numbers.
At least we're headed the right way. Interesting. This artifact is magically linked to nearby crystals, but the connections aren't secure. That's all the crystals. Hopefully that fixes the artifacts. The person who set this up was in contact with someone or something from the Fade. A body? From the Fade? Wait, was this entire setup created to send someone across?
Spide does not like this. It's familiar to him. Rituals to encourage. Possession.
Might be best if we stop tampering. The forest will reclaim it.
Careful. There's Veilguard ahead.
We'll handle them. Sit tight. Good. Glad to see another Veil Jumper. What's happening?
The Venatori are rounding up Dalish. I locked that barrier, but some of them already got through.
What do you mean they're rounding up Dalish?
There are more Dalish inside the ruins. They were camped there.
All right, get back to Strife and Ireland and let them know. Damn it. Still locked.
Rook, over the door there. Symbols.
Okay, let's get it unlocked. Well, that didn't do anything.
I think you need to match the symbols in order. That worked. Keep going.
Well done.
Time to get moving.
Venatori plans are always twisted. They wouldn't come here and ran...
There. What do you want? Why'd you attack these people?
The job's done.
Not soon enough.
We still don't know what they're doing here. Let's keep looking around. bridge is out.
I'll bet that's the Veil Jumpers doing. Slow the Venatori down. Has to be a power crystal around here.
Listen, hear that?
Someone's in trouble. We have to find them.
Trouble on the way.
I see them. We have to end this. Leave this camp alone. Come and try.
You have to kill me too. These are my people.
If you leave now, we might let you stay alive.
No, you won't. And expect none in return.
There, let's shut it up.
Now let's see what they've done with the Dalish. We'll get you out of there. Hang on.
More symbols, like before.
Shouldn't be hard. All right, that did it. Let's see what she has to say. It's okay, I'm a Veil Jumper. You're safe. What happened?
That other Veil Jumper died making sure I was safe. She sealed the barrier before the Venatori could get me.
What about the rest of the Dalish?
They took everyone. Kidnapped them all.
Why? Where'd they take them?
I don't know. Their leader said they need Dalish blood, some sort of sacrifice.
Sacrificed? With the Venatori, I should have known.
This just got a whole lot worse. We need to figure out where the Venatori took them. Let's look around.
I swear they so much as touched those prisoners.
Just some mud here. But it looks like there's some kind of glass here, too.
Strange.
Well, it doesn't look like the Venatori brought many supplies with them.
They must have a nest
Some papers here, but nothing useful. No mention of a location.
Rook, over here. We got here as fast as we could.
It's bad. They're kidnapping Dalish to sacrifice them.
What?
You're serious?
This isn't over yet. We'll put a stop to it.
Where did they take the prisoners?
The Venatori didn't come very far, we know that. And we found this weird glass they tracked in somehow.
Glass? That could be from the Arlethan crater. It said that Tevinter blood magic used to be powerful enough to fuse sand into glass.
It's not too far from here.
We have to strike back.
We'll find them. But it'll take time to put together a rescue party.
Don't take too much time. We need to stop this.
We will.
Let's head back to the lighthouse. We'll meet the Veil Jumpers there.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davron, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age. And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook, just in time.
Is that a good thing?
We have something of a mystery.
That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloom Howler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloom Howler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience to discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Dirthsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant, like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden.
I'd guess killing wardens and kidnapping griffins isn't part of the warden oath.
No. We kill the things that do that.
Blood never lies.
Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
Fire and ice, light and blood. Another blow to the gods' dweller.
You've been quiet.
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the Ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Voices. I don't like that at all.
I know what it must look like, but something tells me the voice wants to help. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning?
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans, ancients. You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
I'd like for you to get the answers you're looking for.
Me too. I know some people in Orzammar. I'll reach out. If I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
Not a bad view.
I cannot say.
Who created you?
I cannot say.
What can you say?
I cannot say.
Right. Deserve that.
Got the archive spirit working, I see.
Rook, you're here. And I did. Sort of. A little bit. It appears, but it won't tell me anything.
You simply ask the wrong questions. A common affliction of the weak-minded.
Also that. It's kind of mean.
You should remind that thing who's in charge.
That's an idea. Syrian learned a lot, taught me a lot about these archives. They have, well, not thoughts like us, but sort of pathways, I guess. They can only respond to specific questions worded in specific ways. So, if you're powerful, like almost God-level powerful, how would you talk to someone you see as lesser?
Really condescendingly, based on experience so far.
Right! You wouldn't ask questions, you'd tell them what to do, so let's try that. Archive, tell me who built you.
One of the greatest of Elvenan, a steward of her glory. Truly, I was blessed to bathe in his warmth. Anaris built me, and to him I shall someday return.
You mean the Forgotten One?
I cannot say.
Good point. It came later.
Did that name mean something to you?
He's a Forgotten One. Got told they were the bad gods, we couldn't speak their names. Not like the good gods, you know, Elgernon, Gillenane. But now we know the truth about the Evan-Urus. So we don't know for sure what the Forgotten Ones were, I mean. They used to say Solas was one, so best case scenario like him. Worst case, well, you heard it talk.
Right. So this thing's dangerous if it belonged to one of them.
Could be, but still important and invaluable. Everything Anaris knew, this thing knows, and my people deserve to know. If I can get it to tell me.
Have fun with the condescending spirit.
I'll try. Could be worse, I guess.
Worse, like the wound of betrayal Lord Anaris suffered. Soon he will cast down the oppressors and take his rightful place.
What a shame I can't stay longer. Good luck.
Appreciate the support.
I've got a meeting with the Threads.
The Threads? What for?
I need leads on Aelia. I'm hoping they have something. Damas asked if my friend was coming. Not sure he meant it nicely.
Venatori are gathering deep in the forest. They've brought the Dalish with them.
Not long till the sacrifices start, then.
We did kill Gillenane's archdemon. The gods will want more power, and fast.
Then we strike while they're weak.
And we're not letting our people be killed.
No, we're not.
You know the gods best, Rook. The Veiljumpers are ready. Just give the word.
I'll go get Nev. She deals with Venatori the most.
Good point. We know where the Dalish are, and we know what we have to do. Let's do it.
Then we ride, and pray that fate is on our side.
A fine evening, is it not?
Come on. Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Let's try here.
Monster bones? Really?
For Hassan. Think of it as a bribe to stop him from chewing on the alluvian. Treviso. I barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary. And then there was the dragon.
You miss just being here? Without the chaos?
I used to think it would never change. Ah, here.
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to calm bad dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the Dalish seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team?
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite.
Antivan wine glasses. Very fancy.
For Emmerich. He keeps side-eyeing the drinkware and shaking his head when he thinks no one is looking. I once spent 4 hours in the market while Ilario searched for the perfect pair of silk gloves.
4 hours?
Ilario has always been fussy. And he wanted to impress a woman. A good set. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
I notice you have expensive taste.
I lived a very comfortable life before.
But you did your own shopping?
I suppose not always. Ah, perfect.
Ground peppers?
Tash said something about wanting more exciting meals. I thought I'd oblige.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katarina would never let me have one of these, though. Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information, or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
We could be in Virantium in no time with the Alluvian.
It won't matter. Zara's not in Virantium.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katarina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
He's gone.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
Let him. Crow business or not, we'll find Zara ourselves.
Good.
How's the coffee? As good as you remembered?
Better. I dreamed about this coffee for a year. They say taste and smell awaken our strongest memories. For so long, memories were all I had. But whatever the circumstances, the here and now is a much finer place to be. How's your coffee?
Strong enough to take down a god. Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.